What's up, Flipsiders? So, today has been a long day, and in a lot of ways a culmination of the past several years. As some of you may or may not have noticed, there are 2 of my former channels that are gone now. For years, and I know I've talked about this on this channel, I've felt like Flipsider films and Flipsider games was not a part of God's plan for my life. And it's something that I would feel very convicted of, and then I would go back to and kind of backtrack on. And I would keep saying, I have to do the Reflect videos, and I should focus on Reflect in my vlogs, and I've been saying this for so long, but I constantly go back to the Flipsider stuff. And Sarah and I have been going around, so it kind of brought this on this time. I mean, this has been cataloged on this channel before. When I went back and deleted all of Flipsider games, like I was gonna delete everything, and then I backtracked on that. But then Sarah and I have been going around and visiting a lot of churches in Reno. And we've just been trying to find a home church a little bit closer, but we can't find any churches to go to. There are no churches that preach the Bible anymore, and church in general is just a joke in so many places where they just don't get it. Just don't get it. And every single time we go to one, I'm like, I just don't understand why they can't get. I mean, I understand why, but it breaks my heart that there's so many people out there who just don't get it, and it's coming from the churches, come from the pulpits, and there's just too many preachers out there that just want to please everybody and tickle their ears and get their donations, and I just feel like there's something that I'm supposed to do every single time we've gone to one. And anytime that I pray about what is it that God wants for my future, I always feel like He's got something for me to do for Him. And I don't do anything. And Reflect is kind of a platform for me to do my part. And I feel like there's more for me to do in life than that, but that's what's set before me right now, and I can't even make time to do that. And I feel like I've kind of like tried to reason with God and say, okay, well, once I figure out my career, then I'll take time to do Reflect. And in doing so, the Flipsider games and Flipsider films videos and channels have become almost idolized in my life in a lot of ways. I put those above lots of things, and I don't ever want to get to the point where I put that above my family, my now wife, and I'm done letting it be above my ministry through Reflect and my vlogs, which are the 2 things that I think could really potentially connect with people and help people. And I feel like Flipsider Entertainment in particular was my way of trying to figure things out on my own and try to build something from the ground up. But I never felt like God was really a part of that. And so there were times when I was like, okay, I'm just going to stop doing those videos, the Flipsider videos, and I'll work on Reflect, but I always go back to it. Always go back to it. And right now I was seeing the most success there that I've ever seen before. We were getting like 1 million plus views a month, which was super cool, and we were gaining new subscribers every month. Like the rate at which we were gaining them was more. It went from like 1,000 to 2,000, 3,000, and today we'd gotten 4,600 new subscribers that month, this past 28 days. But I set out this year and I said it was going to be different. And I was going to make time to do Reflect videos. And I already missed the first deadline that I put. I wanted to get a video out last week and I didn't. But I got 2 Flipsider Entertainment videos done. And I uploaded, and then I filmed 3 other ones. So again, it just took over. And so after today, we went to another church, and again, it was just heartbreaking and awful. And I was so convicted by it, because I'm like, I could teach people. I could teach them. And I know that God wants to use me in some way. And I'm wasting my time making videos about dinosaurs. And not that there was anything inherently wrong with it, but I complain about people not getting it, and the world being in the state that it is, and the church being in the state that it is. Yet I'm not doing anything about it. So I really don't have the justification to be saying anything about it, because I'm like, man, just why don't people get it? I wish people would get it. I wish the church would do this. I wish the church would do that. I wish the people would understand this. And then once that emotion passes and that little hurt passes, it's just gone. And I don't do anything. And I don't want to be that anymore. And the whole foundation of Flipsider Films was that I was going to do something. I was going to build something in which I'd be able to work at home and be with my family, which I think is an incredibly genuine and good thing to want for, to wish for, to work towards. But it wasn't the way that it wasn't the path that God wanted me to take, and I know that. I've known that for years now. And the fact that I've known it for years, and I keep saying I'll do better, and then I don't. And then even this year I'm like, I'll do better, and then I don't. There's just a lot more at stake for me now, I feel. I am starting a family, and I think the future maybe is just a little more real to me now, and just more and more ever since I met Sarah, really. I've just felt more and more led to do something significant with my life for God. And that wasn't going to come through Dinos React. So, those channels are gone. Potentially unnecessary for them to be gone, but they are gone for good. I just can't deal with the distraction of them. And it was something that I needed to do in order to show God that I trust Him and where He's taking me and taking my family. And sometimes it is not easy to trust God, especially when you're starting to see what you think could be a potential future and potential opportunity, a different path than what you know He's calling you towards. And it's real hard to not go down that path. But I need to trust Him. He's never led me astray, and when it comes down to it, my life isn't my life, it's His life. And I don't want that to just be words in my life. I want that to mean something, and I intend to give God my life and to give Him full control of it, not just the free hours I have when I'm not working on a video for Flipsider Films, which was never. I was always working on one, but I won't be anymore. It was not an easy decision. Obviously, it's something that I've been thinking about for years. It just had to happen. Following God is not always easy. We're not promised that it will be easy. But we do it because He deserves it. And because we aren't ourselves. We've been bought by Jesus' blood. And I want as many people out in the world to know about the good news of Jesus Christ. And I'm done wasting my time and wasting my life making things that in the grand scheme of eternity have no significance. And I'm going to trust God. I'm choosing to trust God. And it's not a blind trust. He's never let me down, and He's shown Himself to be faithful time and time again in my own life, not to mention in countless other people's lives around me. I trust Him, and I love Him, and this is the path that we're headed. Me and Sarah as a family now. We're going in a different path. And so what you're going to see are... I'm not going to stop making videos. I'm still going to make these vlogs, and I'm going to focus all of my creative efforts on Reflect now. So the videos there will be higher quality, I'm assuming. I haven't thought about it at all, to be honest. But I'm sure there'll be things that are different. But this is a big change. I've had that channel for 6 years. And it's kind of been my life for those 6 years. And that's why it needed to change. So, anyways, I just wanted to make a little video kind of explaining what happened and what's going on in my head and my mind. Because I just didn't want to delete those and then ditch you guys with no explanation. But speaking of videos, I am working on a Reflect video right now. And I'm also have a video of Sarah and I's wedding day that we vlogged, and that'll be coming out soon. So anyway, just want to let you guys know. So 2018 is going to look a little bit different than I thought it was going to last week. But that's not a bad thing. I'm extremely confident in my decision, even though it hurts and it's hard and it makes me a little bit sad. But inside I mean it when I say I'm filled with joy, because I know that whatever God has in store and has planned is infinitely better than anything that I could have planned up. If that isn't evident throughout all of these vlogs, you guys seeing the plans that I try to come up with and then it never works out, but God's plan always comes through and it's always better than I could have ever imagined. So I have no doubt that this will be the same, and it is hard right now, but I know I made the right decision, and I'm extremely excited to see what this year holds. But anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. It's 1 o'clock, and Sarah and I have to be up at like 7. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. I love you guys, and I will see all of you on the flip side.